So, it is Halloween. It is Halloween. And last year, I did a candy tier list. Now, I'm kind of curious if we still believe the same thing. So, I'm going to do it right now. We're going to do one real quick. All right, so here is what we got. Here's what we got. So, off rip, I'm just going to put shit like the toothbrush in F. I'm going to put fruits and veggies in F. And I'm also going to put... I think that's about it. I'm just going to put those two in F at first, because if someone gives you these, obviously you're not going to like that. I mean, no shit, it's Halloween. No shit, man, no shit. After the third toothbrush, that's enough, man. So we'll just go from the top of the list and go down. I think that's what we'll do. So 100 grand, never had it. No idea what that is. No idea. Now we're on to Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers, I would say they're a little above average. I think on like a usual day, I would say they're C. But I would say if you go on a Halloween stroll and you happen to get a couple of these, it's not too bad, because it's like semi-sweet chocolate that you can have a lot of it and not get super sick. That's why I kind of vibe with that, you know? Like, sure, it's not great, but it definitely gives you that endurance. You feel? You dig? Now, Airheads. I do love me some Airheads, man. I made sure it's literally just, you know, red 40, but as like a nice funny stick. But hey, man, when it hits, you know? I can't deny that. I can't deny that. Never had Airheads? All right, let's see. Now we'll move on to Almond Joys. I'll be honest, I'm kind of iffy. I've had like an almond joy like once or twice. I was never really a big fan of it. I can't really say too much about it though. I haven't really had it, so I think it'd be a little unfair to like put it in F, but I don't think it'd be fair to put it in C either, you know? Now that is Babe Ruths. Babe Ruths, they kind of remind me of Three Musketeers. I'd say it's a little better than a Three Musketeer. I'd say it's like a B. Best way I can describe it is imagine like a Three Musketeer, but cool. That's how I can put it. Now, Butterfingers, I mean, if we're going to be honest, Butterfingers, they're pretty solid. They're pretty solid, man. They're pretty solid. I do like Butterfingers quite a bit. I used to hate them. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't too big on the filling initially. I hated it. But now that I've grown up a bit, I like it. I like it. I've developed more taste for it. This one might be a little hated by Americans, you know? I like candy corn. I don't give a fuck what people say. Does it taste like shit? Yes. Does it taste bad if you have more than 10 of them? Yes. But candy corn is iconic, man. I like candy corn, man. There's like candy corns that are like chocolate ones. Those are pretty solid, man. I don't care what people say. This is one that a lot of people don't put this shit in like F. I'm putting it in A, man. I'm gonna defend it. I'm defending candy corn. I ain't gonna let people disrespect it. I ain't gonna let you disrespect it, man. Now, Crunch Bars. I like Crunch Bars. I do love me a good crunch. I will not lie. Actually, like, don't get me wrong, Crunch Bars are pretty good. Sometimes it feels a little basic. Because yes, oh yes, crunch. I love the crunch. That's about it. That's all I can really think about it. When I think of Crunch Bars, I'm just like, it makes funny sounds when I chew it. Okay, now this is an easy one. Dots, that's straight into F. I mean, it's literally just flavorless gummies. Dude, I hate fucking, oh, speaking of fucking things I hate, Haribo Goldbears. Fuck these fucking bears, man. Goddamn. Fuck Haribo gummies. I don't give a fuck, man. If you like Haribo gummies, what is wrong with you, man? These guys fucking suck. Got no flavor. Rubbery as shit. Fucking suck, man. Like, I'd rather have a toothbrush. I'd rather have some asparagus, some avocado, rather than this fucking shit. God damn, man. That shit is awful. Fun dip. Now, if we talking just one or the other, the stick or the powder, I'd say A. But honestly, I would say it's like a little below Airheads. Actually, no, I'd say it's above Airheads. I'd say it's a good A. Like, I'm not sad if I get Fun Dip, you know? I think it's pretty solid. I think it's solid. You can never go wrong with some Fun Dip, man. Who doesn't love just huffing some powder, you know? The powder's always a fun one to huff. Just, you know, Heath Bars. I'm a Heath Bar lover. I love Heath, man. Heath is a great thing. I used to get these Heath Bar cookies at this one restaurant. It's solid shit, man. Solid shit. But the Heath Bar, it works as well for me, you know? It gets my rocks off, you know? I fuck with the Heath Bar. Now, Hershey's is another interesting one, though. Because Hershey's, people will say one of two things. One, I don't mind it. Two, it tastes like vomit. Now, I'm on the I like it. Like, I would say most of this rating is probably based on nostalgia more than anything. Actually, you know, if I'm fair, it's below a Crunch Bar. Hershey's is like a pretty basic chocolate bar that you get like in most stores. But it's pretty solid, man. I like it. I like Hershey's. Like, they get the job done. It's not amazing. It's not perfect. I do like some, like, Swedish chocolate and like some German chocolate way more, but hey man, we're just working with what we got, you know? Sometimes you don't get the good stuff. Hot tamales, I mean, it gets the job done. Like, this hot cinnamon's so nice sometimes, you know? It is nice, but I don't know. I'm just not a super big jelly bean person, man. Like, Jelly Belly, kind of mid, man. I don't know, like, if that's, like, in disagreement or not, but I don't think jelly beans are that great. Like, they get the job done. They're fine, but I ain't about that. Now, for these guys, Jolly Ranchers. Oh, man. I could have fucking, like, 40 of these, and I'm big chillin', man. I just do, ooh. I'd get these a lot when I was trick-or-treating around my neighborhood. Man, they're just iconic, man. They're simple little candies. They're small. You can have a bunch of them. Easy to pop in your mouth. Easy breezy, you know? Now, Hershey's Kisses. You're literally just getting Hershey's, but less of them. So I'm gonna put the Babe Ruth above it. Now, Kit Kats. Now, I don't see left or right. Wait, not Twix. I'm dumb. Never mind. I do love me some Kit Kats. I love the pop and lock. But it's not too amazing. No, I'd say it's above candy corn. Like, you can't really go wrong with a Kit Kat, you know? You can't go wrong with a Kit Kat. It's pretty hard to fuck it up. I do love it. I like some of the other flavors. Like, I like the white chocolate Kit Kats more, but I really do like the original. It's pretty solid. The Krabby Patty, dude. This fucking blows, man. It's not as bad as Dots, but man, I never remember getting like the patties and really enjoying them. Like, I like the novelty of, oh, Sparkle Bob Dingle Pants, but I never actually enjoyed having it, you know? I never really enjoyed eating it, if you know what I'm saying. Because I feel like, you know, like the gummy stuff like these Lifesavers, like they're okay. I don't really like the hard candies of the Lifesavers. Admittedly, I also kind of choked on one when I was younger, so I kind of just like developed a hatred for them. The mints, though. Mints are a little better. I'll say that. I do like the mints. I have a couple of those in my car. Lollipops. Ooh, you know, lollipops are kind of a funny one, because it's a matter of how much do I like licking my own saliva. And I would say, sometimes I do, you know? Sometimes I'm feeling it. Sometimes you just want to lick your lips, you know? Sometimes you want to la 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 la. And lollipops are great for that. I think they're great for that. Like, they wouldn't be my first choice out of anything. They're like something that, if I like get like leftovers, I can live with it. Peanut M&Ms. Oh, now is this the peanut butter M&Ms or the peanut M&Ms with a nut in it? Either way, I'm a sucker for these guys, man. I don't know why, but like, there's something about like just chocolate and peanuts or chocolate and peanut butter. It's just such a fucking good combination, man. It's so good. Like, I just have to put an S. You're gonna agree to disagree, but I'll say it's an S. Maybe even above Jolly Ranchers. Like, I find myself enjoying that a lot more, you know? I don't really go out to eat candy too much, I'll be honest, but if I was getting some candy, definitely would be getting some peanut M&Ms. Now, the OG M&Ms, they're iconic. I gotta put it in, I would say high A. Now, sure, it's not really doing a whole lot. It's literally just little circles chocolate. It's like a worse version of the peanut M&Ms, but they're still pretty iconic, man. They're still iconic. I remember getting those a lot when I was a kid. A decent amount of my ratings, I'll admit, is a little biased due to nostalgia, but I think that most people's are, so I don't feel too bad. Okay, Mike and Ikes, yeah, fuck you. Fucking buh. Oh, I never really enjoy them. I wish I could, man. I couldn't get there. Milk Duds. Milk Duds are cool, man. They're cool. They aren't doing too much, but they're not too bad, you know? It's something that if you happen to have, if it's on a discount, you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'll run it. They're not too bad if they're like frozen up too, so I'd say they're pretty okay. They're like mid. I'm not gonna pick them. I'm not gonna hate them. They're just kind of there, you know? Now, Milky Ways, though. I do like some Milky Way bars. Ooh. Milky Way, I would say, is... Ooh. I'll probably reorganize my list at the end. I'm gonna put it in A for now, like mid-A, I would say. It's just like, you know, they're very nice. They're super sweet, but yeah, see, that's the issue I have. Is that they're really sweet, man. And then also, like, when it busts on you, I mean, I'm not too big a fan of that when it's fucking stringing out of my mouth, you know? I ain't about that. Nerds. I think Nerds themselves, they're kind of by themselves. Nerd Ropes, not bad. Actually, well, Nerd ropes are okay. Nerd ropes are literally just a bunch of nerds combined. So I would say it's like mid C, you know? A lot of the things I put in C, I don't hate, but I don't love either, you know? They're just something that if I have it, I have it. I'm not gonna go out of my way to get it. Now, I don't know why the hell you're including pretzels, but, you know, I do love pretzels, man. I love the salty shit. I would say a little above average. Like, I would be happy getting pretzels, you know? Actually, no, that's the king of C tier. If we're going by stuff I'm not gonna go after directly, but I don't mind, pretzels are number one. Because it's just pretzels by themselves. All right, but for Reese's, though, Reese's, I was kind of a hater for a bit. I mean, I feel like I gotta just put Reese's in S. I mean, shit, man. Reese's are an interesting one. Because I used to dislike them, but then, like I've said, I've started to enjoy peanut butter more as I've gotten older. And it's pretty hard to knock them, you know? Now, this one right here, I think this is just Reese's, but like in M&M form. So I'd say a little above the OG M&Ms, but I'm always gonna pick the peanut M&Ms. My OG, man. Ring Pops. It's kind of, it falls under the same boat as Lollipops. Like, yeah, let me just suck my finger for a bit, yeah. I ain't a fucking baby, man. I ain't a baby. I'm not a little baby. I don't suck on my finger anymore. Ain't no way. Rollos. I mean, I've had Rollos before, but it's been too long. It's been too long, so I don't think it's fair to rate that. Like, it's been like years. Skittles. I'm not that big of a Skittles person, I'll be honest. Like, Skittles, I would say they can get there, but I'm very finicky on it. I'd say it's a high B, you know? I'd say a high B. I don't love them, like, too much, but I don't really hate them. It's a little above the average of, like, I'd settle with it. I would go out of my way sometimes to get it. I gotta kind of be in a mood. I forget, these guys have a couple names. Smarties, whatever the hell the OG name is. I think these guys are kind of basic. I'd say they go in C, a little ahead of nerds. Like, I would get these, like, around Halloween in, like, elementary school and middle school. I think that they do their job, you know? It's not, like, the greatest treat, but it's better than nothing, you know? That's something you would get and you'd be like, oh, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Snickers bars. I would say Snickers are, I would say they're, like, high A. I usually, like, I like them a little more than Milky Ways. Because sometimes it can get a little messy with the Milky Ways, you know? The Snickers themselves, I mean, like I said, chocolate and peanut butter is already a good combination. Chocolate and nuts are also a good combination. So, I mean, that's how it'd be, man. Sour Patch Kids, okay, I just gotta put an S. I'm not even gonna try to act like I don't think it's an S, man. But you know what I think is above the original Sour Patch Kids? The Sour Patch Watermelon ones, dude, goddamn. Ooh, those ones are great, man. Those ones are fucking great. Now, Starbursts. I don't know, man. Starburst is kind of an interesting one. I kind of disliked them for a bit because I had like a spacer when I was younger. So I couldn't really have like the chewy stuff like Laffy Taffy and all that. I haven't really had these too much. I mean, it's basically just like a little sticky little fruit snack. So I would say, like high C. High C. I don't hate them. Not gonna go out my way to get them. They do their job. Can't hate them. Swedish Fish, though. Ooh. I do love Swedish Fish. I don't think I could ever put it in S. Because I do like them. But you definitely start to taste. You definitely start to, you know, lose your taste pretty quick with them. It's kind of like, actually, it's kind of like candy corn, you know? It's solid, but, man, Goldbears took a hit. Yeah, dude. Fuck those Goldbears, man. Fuck them. I don't give a shit. If you like Haribo Gummies, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You love those? Okay, Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls is just a chocolate, you know? It's a whole lot of nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing. You get the tiny ass bits. There's nothing. Okay, Trollis. These are just sour gummy worms. I mean, hey, man. That's very nice. You can't go wrong with that, man. I would say it's pretty similar to the Sour Patch Kids in the sourness. But I don't know. There's just something about the Sour Patch Kids that they got the right chemicals, you know? They have the right chemicals for my brain. The Trolli's working on it, though. It's moving on its way up. Okay, Twixes. I like Twixes, but I kind of have the same issue with them as I do like Milky Bars. Of where, you know, the whoosh is kind of I don't know. Twix is kind of a hard one for me to decide. Because, like, I'm thinking, like, here or, like, top of... I might just say top of B. I think I'm going to lower Milky Way as well. Like, Milky Ways, they're really nice. Twixes are nice. I'm not super big on caramel. Like, sometimes it hits. Sometimes it hits. But also, they're both pretty sweet. That kind of, I don't know, it just gets me sometimes. Twizzlers. Ooh. Twizzlers is a rough one, man. Because you're either a Twizzlers or a Red Vines goofy. Now, I usually got a lot of Red Vines, personally. But I have to respect the craft of Twizzlers. You know, I have to respect Twizzlers. Gotta put them up there. They're definitely up there. Welsh just fruit snacks. I really liked having these for, like, when I was going to school. That was always a good snack. But for Halloween, just candy in general, I don't know if I'd really want it above these other ones, you know? Like, I would say it's a high B. I mean, not a high B. I'd say it's like a low B. Like, I don't mind them. They're pretty solid. But, kind of iffy. Now, Whoppers. Essentially, Whoppers are like crunchy milk duds. So I would say it's a little above it. It's a little above it. Like, I do like Whoppers, don't get me wrong. But compared to the stuff that we already got on the list, it's not going to do too much for me. Now, Peppermint York patties for the final one. Oh. This is where I might get a little heat, man. Because I don't know about you, I like chocolate and mint. I don't care, man. I know some people like to think like, oh, it tastes like toothpaste. Oh, it tastes like toothpaste. I like toothpaste. I used to eat toothpaste. I don't give a shit. I do love me my toothpaste. Now, this is our current list. I'm gonna do some tweaking real quick for our final list, and then we'll save it and be good to go. Hey, man. While this time-lapse is going on, I would like to take a quick moment to thank you for watching this video. I will put the link for this tier list in the description for anyone who would like to make their own. Along with that, feel free to add me on Twitter your tier list if you decide to make one. I do appreciate your time. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you'd like and subscribe. It would help me out with this funny algorithm. I don't really like begging for that type of stuff too much, but the algorithm rewards it, so hey, I'll play ball. But other than that, I appreciate you watching. I'm gonna let this bozo in your bottom right screen finish out his list, and let me know what you think of it. Have a good one. I think that is set. I think that is set. So this is my list. There you go. There you go.